Darling, hurry it up, would you? We're on track to be late for work. Are you almost ready? Oh dear. Yes, darling, something is wrong. Did you happen to look in the mirror before putting those clothes on? And you didn't see anything wrong with your outfit? Yes, darling. That's the issue. They're your clothes. On my body. And if I recall, you and I had made an agreement, didn't we? We said that we would do everything possible to make certain no one knew what had happened to us. We've been doing it rather well these past few weeks, but you're starting to slip up. You're starting to make mistakes, darling. No, that is utter nonsense. No one would believe that this was me. No, I don't mean it as an insult to your fashion choice. I mean, it's completely out of character for me, darling. I only wear red. That is my favorite color. A color that I believe suits me quite well. You see, red is the color of fiery passion, and I have always been absolutely flaming. You, on the other hand, well, from what I've seen, it isn't quite like that, darling. Now, why don't you go back and put on my clothing like you're supposed to, while I am stuck wearing your dull grey and white clothing. I know it's a uniform, darling. However, I don't get in trouble for not wearing mine. You could stand to change things up just a little bit, don't you think? Why would you do that? Darling, you and I are dead. We might as well have as much fun as we can. Lord knows we weren't able to do that in life. I beg your pardon? No, you clearly said something. I heard what it was, but I want to see if you have the gall to repeat yourself. You said that I was the one who didn't have any fun in life. Darling, human life is boring. You of all people should know that. Well, you're a new Reaper. That means you were last alive. You see, darling, humans spend their lives doing work for someone else just so they can have a meal, have a roof over their head. Meanwhile, we don't have to do that. We only work for luxuries, comfort items. We don't have to work for the necessities because we're dead. The necessities aren't necessities for us. Humans, no matter what, you're always working to stay alive. You have to work so that you can get money, so you can eat, so you can pay rent. And then, if you want to eat, you also have to exercise so that you can burn off any excess calories and not gain unhealthy weight and not die an early death. Meanwhile, if you don't get enough food, you could starve. In addition to that, there is always disease rampant in the human world. You have to make sure you have money to take precautionary measures against getting these diseases, and if you do somehow contract an illness, you have to make sure you have money to take care care of yourself and to afford to go without work for a while. Human life, it's just working to prolong death. If you're lucky, you'll get a few moments of fun here and there, but overall, it's just work, recuperation, work, recuperation, the occasional illness, which of course is miserable, and then you die. It's as simple as that. Why are you giving me that look? What do you mean? You can be surprised by how far I take conversations, darling. Believe me, I've taken them much further than this. Indeed, it did start from me telling you to change up your wardrobe a bit. Not now, of course. Just do as you're told. Go put on my clothing, and I'll continue to wear yours. Hurry before we're late. Well, later than we're supposed to be, anyway. You, darling, have to arrive late if you want to appear to be me. I, on the other hand, only arrive late because I go with you to make sure Bassie doesn't lay a finger on you. Although, it would be the luckiest day of your life if that happened, even if he was hurting you. I am not obsessed with him. I just happen to find him quite attractive, and oh, he just brightens my day all the time, no matter what. I beg your pardon? Say that again. Say that again. How do you know about that? Yes, it was meant to be a secret. How do you know about my doll that looks like Sebastian? Oh, goodness. Wait a moment. How did it end up in your room? I still sleep in my room, and it's always been there. How on earth did it... What? I sleepwalk? I've never done that. Oh, you sleepwalk. And you didn't think it would be important to inform me of this? And why not? We may already be dead, darling, but I have fallen out of several windows. I've been thrown through a door. I can still feel pain. Oh no, it is bad. Have you ever fallen out of a window? Have you ever been thrown through a door and blown up? Have you ever been attacked by a demon hound? Yes, I have. That's how I know I can still feel excruciating pain. Not to mention, you are perfectly well aware that you can still experience pain, because you were very prepared when it came to dealing with that wretched agony that seizes women every month. Yes, I have had to deal with that ever since you got your body switched with mine. Once again, I'm not complaining about having a female body at last. However, it is a bit irritating that now I have to deal with all of this for you. I never said you don't have to jump through hoops, darling. I'm just saying you'd be wise not to assume that I am living a carefree afterlife now. Oh, you want to bring my work attendance into this? Very well, then. No, I don't show up for work. So what? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I have other interests, you know. Work is just boring. You know this better than anyone. You're being hit the hardest right now. Oh, right, about that. You know how you're supposed to be doing my work now and I'm doing yours? One of us hasn't been doing the other's work. No, darling, I'm afraid I'm not kidding. Oh, goodness! All right, there's no need to get handsy with me. You can back off. I'll tell you what. I will get on top of your work if you go and change. Yes, I'm being completely serious, darling. Go change, and I will continue to do your work. And make it quick, would you? We do have to be somewhat on time. Though I suppose we're far from it now. Oh, I believe there was something left out of that comment, darling. You said in a quite exasperated tone that I'm unbelievable. I think you meant to say I'm unbelievably amazing. Oh yes, I am quite humble as well. As are you, I've noticed. Oh, please, now is not the time to throw a hissy fit over my sarcasm. Go get changed. I love her feisty attitude. It's so entertaining. But it does get irritating. Oh well, the benefits outweigh the costs.